Hello there and welcome back to some more Dragon Quest Builders 2. In the last episode, what we did was beat every tablet target in the game, and now there's not much left to do. But I want to make the better armour, because it's bothering me that I haven't done it. So first things first, let's just go and buy the materials we need. So I've got to reacquaint myself with what materials that actually is. What materials they actually are. I think it's R. Orichalcum 2, Mithril 3. Got it. I think I can afford that. Wait. I can't afford it if I fuck it up. 2 and 3. Yeah. I thought it was. That's why it felt wrong. 2 and 3. Orichalcum 2. And Mithril 3. Thank you. Excuse me. I need you to fuck off this plane of existence, please. Ah. Be gone. Okay. Spiked Spacodama. Ah, yes. So it's the same as my other armor, but it reflects damage back to opponents. So now I'm ready. Okay. So first things first, we're going to go to the fish zone, and if that takes an hour, it takes an hour. I don't know what to expect, but we're going to give it a go. Ahoy, where are we holding anchor to today? I want to go to the Angler's Isle, please. Yes. All aboard for trip aboard. Time to set sail. Yar. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Then I've got to go to Buildertopia. Mainly to see what that's about. Because I have no idea. I'm guessing it's just like a flat plane that I can do what I want with. Alright, here we go. Angler's Isle, a fish fancier's favourite place. Okay, scrub me with a squib. Here we are, Angler's Isle. Ahoy, there's someone over yonder. Can it be the person who penned that letter? Why not blubber over and invoke the right of parley? I'll stay here and make sure the ship's boat shape. If you want to return to the Olive Awakening, all you need to do is ask. Yar. Thanks. There's an old signpost with something written on it. Everything that has ever been or ever will falls into one or two classes, that which can be fished or that which cannot. One should strive to be the fisher, not the fish. Hello. I can't believe that bloomin' plonker went and carked it. He proper left me in the lurch this time. What? Who the bleeding neck are you? And what are you doing on me island? Eh? You're a builder and you're saying you read me letter? Sorry mate, but I don't know what you're chatting. I ain't written her letters. Look, I ain't really in the mood to natter. Me mate's gone missing and me net's a knackered. You seem a nice lad. Let's do us a favour and jog on, yeah? I didn't come here to make new friends, so just leave me be. I asked you to leave me alone, but you still want to have a chat. Don't nothing faze you, eh? Maybe you can help me out then. See that netting over there? That's me fish cage. Probably it's all broken. I don't know how to fix it. If you really are a builder, why don't you make me some netting and fix the damage? Alright. Eureka discovers a new recipe. Netting. Woven string stretched to fashion a form of see-through wall. Oh, you're pointing me to where you want me to fix it. Okay. So it's going to be like a kind of wall. Here. I really need to put some of my stuff in a chest, otherwise I'll never be able to actually do it all, but that's fine. Netting. Okay. in this chest shall go old sword, old armour, nice throne, bad throne. In fact, a lot of this stuff can go, and if I need to make more, I'll make more. Probably should have done this stuff from the beginning. I can't imagine I'll get many new things. But I'm just going to put all this stuff away. There, okay. Thank you. Okay. There we go. So this is now a fish cage, apparently. You put netting in water along 2 walls. Gordon Bennett's a barracuda's brother. You fixed me fish cage up and good and proper. You really are a builder after all. Thanks for that. You might just have saved my bacon there. But if I was a follower of the children, I'd be beating the living daylights out of you right about now. Lucky for you, I ain't. Anyway, Gillian's the name. Or Gillian. I fled me home and came here as far away as I could get. There ain't nothing to do on this island but fish. So what are you doing all the way out here? Anyhow, you in a fishing too? I am. Pull the other one, you're an angler, you're a fish. I can spot you kind of mile off. Tell you what, you can have this. Consider it a little thank you present for mending me nets. New tool acquired, fishing rod. Cast a line and learn some lovely lunkers. Complete. River or lake, pond or ocean, wherever there's water you'll find fish, so if you see a wet patch, cast a line and play the waiting game. Don't know what was written in that letter you read, but whoever it said, I can tell it's lit the fish and fire in your belly. Want me to teach you the ancient mysteries of the fishing? Ain't like I've got nothing better to do. Sure. And that's the answer I wanted. From now on, you're my apprentice. I'll train you up into a first-class fisher, you'll see. Now, see that rocky bit while strutting out into the sea? That's the best spot on the island for a fledgling fisher to start. So when you're ready, pop her there and cast off. Once you've caught something, come in and show me. I want to see if I was right to take you under me wing. Alright. Aha! Mine. Just let us catch this first. Mackerel. Hehehe. You know I'm only doing this for the story progress. Would you look at that? You've only gone and hooked yourself a mackerel. This ain't a beginner's luck. You've got the angler's touch. Now you know how to use a fishing rod. You can cast off any place there's water. I'm sure you'll find a fair few only holes. But only holes where the fish don't never stop biting. Oh, you want to know why I chose this remote island when I could have fished anywhere in the world? It's because of them stinking children of Argon, innit? All their burdens, bad destruction's great nonsense, proper starting to peck me head. There's no bleeding way I was going to live in a world like that, so I said I ain't having it, and I legged it. This is where I ended up. I've just had an idea, just I just want to see something interesting. You know how you fix me nets? Well, I want you to see what happens when you release that mackerel into the fish cage. You won't be disappointed, I promise. If you want a bit more of an explanation, I'll be too happy to tell you what I know. Select a fish, press X to set it free. Just make sure you're in a stretch of water with plenty of swimming space when you do. There you go, friend. I had another fish somewhere, but I may have actually put it in a box. Not realising that it was probably alive. Well, it isn't now, so... oh well. Would you look at that? I ain't never seen that very mackerel in all my days. If you enjoyed that, why not make your own fish cages or tanks to fill them with fish? You could watch them swim about whenever you like then. What could be more relaxing than that, eh? I reckon a builder like you could make some pretty impressive places to keep his fish. The possibilities are endless. What's that? You got your own island where you make all sorts of stuff for your mates? You've got no excuses then, have you? If I was you, I'd learn everything there was to know about fishing and use that knowledge to become a better builder. I can see it in your eyes, so as fishing as has got you hooked. But how'd you like to catch something that ain't mackerel? Where it is something to the tune of 40 different kinds of fish out there. If you thought it finished a mackerel, you don't know the scale of it. Yeah, you heard me right. I said 40. That's bleeding loads, isn't it? So if you want to be known as a master angler, you're going to have to hook the biggest and rarest fish that rivers and oceans have to offer. If you're up for the challenge, we'd best get started. See them rocks over there? Try casting your line from off of them. See what you can hook. Up to it, then this is your first step to become a real master. Once you've caught something that ain't a mackerel, bring it here and show me. If you stand in a rocky area and cast your line into the water, you might catch fish not found elsewhere. Aha! It's just a button mashing game. I'm good at button mashing. Giuseppe catches his first striped beakfish. Oh! I had to model all these fish. Just for a DLC. That's pretty cool. Hello. Blimey, for a second I thought you might be a fish out of water, but that prize goes to the street beakfish you just snagged. You know, because you reeled it in, innit? Now, if you ain't figured it out already, let me explain. You catch all sorts of different fish depending on where you cast off on, but if you want to catch the rarest kinds, you can't beat the rocks on the seashore. Or seashore, even. You really got an knack for this, you know that? When I first come here, I never in a million years thought I'd bump into someone like you. If only Finn was still here, that poor bloke probably had fish on the brain. He'd be overjoyed to see how quickly you take an angling, I tell ya. Hello. If you're wondering who this Finn character I keep banging on about is, well, he's me fishing buddy. He went out for a fish finder mission and never came back. Good bloke he was and all, bit of a nosy so-and-so, but a mate nonetheless. I'm sad to see him gone, to be honest. You know what, ever since you caught that first fish, we took his been mumbling, not nobody's business. Now, you can't call yourself a master angler if you don't know how to cook your day's catch. Why not chuck that striped beakfish on the bonfire and grill me up some grub? Alright. In the meantime, I'll just catch another one, or catch something else. Hiya! Oh, this one's a bit... He gave up, though. Another striped beakfish, thank you. Just going to replace the one I've got, and then put it in here. Spleesh. Shivers makes his first grilled beakfish. Is that a grilled beakfish you got there? Can I have it? Yeah, of course you can. Cheers, Sivis. I tell you what, you got it into perfection. Down the hole it goes. God, blimey, that's delicious. I always say that when it comes to fish, you gotta keep it simple and use only the freshest ingredients. Try chucking in a few veggies and whatnot next time. I'm sure you can come up with some right tasty recipes. Here, take this. You're a decent angler now, but you really look the part with that on your bonce. You can get change at the dressing table over there if you like. The straw hat is now available at the dressing table. Thank you. I like my rose, though. Reminds me of Lovin's Helm and Gloucester. Anyway. Now my belly's full, I feel like doing some more fishing. But I've got a slightly trickier challenge in mind for you this time. You've had it easy up to now, but some fish are slipperier customers than others. If you're going to catch the best fish, there's a few techniques you'll need to master first. I want to see if you can catch a rockfish, a clownfish, and a sunfish. Make sure you release them into the fish cage when you're done. You might notice that I ain't taught you no secret techniques. That's because I'm a firm believer in learning by doing. So if you do get in a pickle, I can spare a few words of advice. No fish wants to be caught, but some will even fly into a rage. When this happens, press and hold A and wait for your catch to calm down. Come on. Come here. Come to puppy. Giuseppe catches his first rockfish. Hell yeah. Again. I need a clownfish too. There are 40 different kinds, so... Striped beakfish again. Okay, what if I cast from up here? I wonder if they simulate overfishing. It looks like they do. Another striped beakfish. Can I eat them more? I wouldn't imagine so. No. Alright, one rockfish in the pool. Splish. How did I get that into there? No idea. I was a bit late on the A. He doesn't want to be caught. I'm rapidly tapping it. There we go. Give it to me. Under the rockfish. How about if I'm going to release you back into the ocean. Ooh! So I don't want this one, I want the big one. But I'll do this one first to see what it is. Just a mackerel, okay. So now I want the slightly bigger fish. Give it to me. Come hither. The mackerel, okay. Yeah. Oh, now I want the big ones. Damn it. I fucked up. No, I want this one. Get a final chance. Here we go. It was only a hit, but we'll take it. He's going to get angry. You can tell. It's slow going. Oh, he's giving up. No, he got a second wind. Mine. Shivers catches his first sunfish. Oh my lord. What a lad. An absolute chonker. Spleesh. Okay, now I'm going to catch a rockfish. Which I think it might be the big one on the rocks. I'm going to try this tiny one first. This teeny tiny fish. Shivers catches his first clownfish. It's Nemo. Here we go. Here you get. Bleep. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You got a rockfish, clownfish and a sunfish in the fish cage just like I asked. You know what you got to remember when you're fishing, the silhouettes of the fish, their strength and your fishing location. Never worry if there's a lot to take in. You get the hang of it. You know what, I just realised you caught 5 different kinds of fish already. You picked up the basics faster than what I gave you credit for. I don't know if there's anything left for you to hear no more. Yeah, you're here. You're going to join my island. How many kinds of fish are you caught now? 5 was it? Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but that's all the species what live in these waters. But don't worry, remember what I said before, there's 40 different kinds of fish out there. You'll have to travel far and wide to catch them all, mind you. What the heck was that? Look over there, Giuseppe. I swear down I saw a golden glimmer. What if that's a fish? I'm aware of one. A true angler like you can't let a chance like this slip through its fingers. So get over to them rocks and cast off before it swims away. Nice one, Giuseppe. I knew you wouldn't pass upon the opportunity of a lifetime. Well, any movement? This retains a thug's mug. You gotta be kidding me, that ain't no golden fish, it's just a grubby yellow mask. Hang about, I've seen that thing somewhere before. Now I remember where I've seen that mask before, it belongs to Finn, no doubt about it. He went out to sea in search of new fish, but the poor bloke never came back. He loved that mask, he did, never took the thing off, not even when he was kipping. If it ain't on his head, that it could only mean one thing, geezer ain't in the land of living no more. Losing him is big blow, but we're anglers at the end of the day. We know the ocean can change its mood in the blink of an eye. At least he popped his clogs doing what he loved. Are you sure? You know, if you fished up that mask here, Finn's boat can't have sunk too far away. I'd love to give the bloke a proper send-off. Judging by the current, I reckon the tide must have swept him nearby, right over there if I had to guess. Do me a favour and drag him out, will you? I'd go myself, but I have a pathological fear of being submerged in liquid, you understand, yeah? Please, just as I'm begging you, duck in the drink and fish me old pal out. It'd mean the world to me. This is fine. Nothing wrong with fishing out a corpse. This is normal. I think they didn't want me to fish. I think they wanted me... When he said fish him out, I took it literally. I think they mean go down there and get him. And I realise that now. His first big rockfish. Oh gosh, it's like a living nightmare. I don't know how much longer I can bear this. I'm in rather the pickle. Whichever sees his voice coming from under the seabed, he might be able to clear some sand out of the way and find out where it's coming from. Hello, mate. Well, my good sir, please do not sneak up on me like that. You gave me such a nasty fright that I nearly had a little accident. But that wouldn't be because I was scared, you see. I've been trapped down here for rather a long time. It's been a while since you know. Hold on a second, what's that you have there? I don't believe it belongs to you. It's mine, and I demand that you return it to me this instant. The burly beefcake is back to his old self. Lovely jubbly, so are you two anyhow, not that it matters. You see me, Mag, I'm afraid I can't let you leave here alive. You what? You're a builder? Gillian asked you to come down and fish the corpse of a bloke called Finn out of the water? I'm sorry to break it to you, but there ain't no dead bodies down here either, and you're not because I'm Finn. I'm down here because I fell off the boat I was sailing on. When I woke up in this cave, it was like my worstest fears had come true. My mask wasn't on my bonce no more. But then you come and give it back to me. You're a legend. So Gillian's up there, is she? Let's go and say hello. Everyone knows their voice comes from the mask. Oh, there you are, Joseph. You bring Finn back with you, and he's alive. I'm back, Gillian. I could never live with myself if I died and left you all alone. Blimey, it ain't half good to see you again, me darling. Who are you calling darling? Now she's got to put on her accent for him. Well, Joseph, I'm sure you've heard that's Finn. Me and him go way back. Bloke's always kept an eye out for me. When I ran away from the children of Argon, he followed me, said I need protection. I told him get out of it, but then he started crying, so I let him tag along. Anyway, thanks for saving me, mate. It means a lot. Here you go. Thank you, present. I reckon if you can put them swimming shorts on and sorted your hair out, you'd look even better with a fishing rod in your hands. Chef obtains a chic swimsuit. 2 new hairstyles are now available at the dressing table. Eureka, Chef learns a new recipe. A chic swimsuit. Cool. Thank you. So the bloke who saved me bacon says he's really a builder. What a load of tosh. I know I owe you one, but I won't mind that story for a second. If you want me to trust you, you'll have to show me your skills. If you can make me a newfangled kind of fishing spot, there's a chance I might think about believing you're a builder. Eh? You don't care what I think? A builder don't have to prove anything to no one. So fine, maybe you can prove yourself as an angler instead. Why don't you go to the underground lake in Crumbledon and bring me back some fish? A trio anglefish to be precise, and I don't want to see your mug back here till you've caught them. Got it? Was a small one. Let me try and get the small one to attack. Let's see what that is. No. I need this one. If this is an anglefish, then I know what I'm looking for. Here I are. Angelfish, not anglefish. I'm sorry. That wasn't me, you know, doing the whole how angel, how angle thing. That was me just not reading. Quite small. Here we go. I'm going to use in one hand again now. There we go. Yes! You don't like it, you just press B. Of course, that only works when you know what size of the fish you actually want. Yeah. There we go. Thank you. Anyway. There we go. You alright, mate? Blimey, just ever went up to trio angelfish, and they're just adorable. I'm over the bleeding moon. Now you prove yourself as an angler, I think I believe your story about being a builder. Just so happens that I've been looking for one of you. While you was away fishing, Gillian told me about a letter what you read before you come here. But guess what? That one who wrote it was me. I shoved it in a bottle and chucked it in the sea. You must have stumbled across it when you was out on your adventures. Thing is, ever since we went away from home, Gillian ain't never been the same. I thought that if I collected all the various fish in the sea, she might remember her happy-go-lucky old self. So have you figured out why I was searching for a builder yet, eh? Any obvious, I wanted to build an aquarium so I can stick a load of fish in it. I'll tell you what an aquarium means to me. It's a paradise full of colourful fish that can soothe the souls of even the meanest miners of Cumbledon's clammy caverns. When we was back home, Gillian was always waffling on about having an aquarium to call her own, but the children of Argon dashed her dreams to smithereens, the lotters. I know that her little face would just light up if you could build an amazing aquarium for her. Might even change her old outlook on life. What do you say? Will you do me a massive favour and build an aquarium? I will. Get him, what a legend. Now cracking on with that fish tank blueprint. Chop chop. Okay. Here we go. Yay! Gillian's aquarium blueprint. Softwood, connecting windows, and an anemone. What's all this about then, eh? Are you making something? So this is what a blueprint looks like. Seems to me you'll be able to find everything you need for this aquarium nearby and all. Okay, well. The school of angelfish. Oh, you don't like this water? Okay. Yeah, they don't like this water. The trout can manage, but the angelfish not so much. Anyway. Can't cook him either. I see how it is. Right, so I need some softwood. Oh, apparently I've already got enough. Right, this is a case for me putting away my shit and getting new shit. Softwood 100. Connecting windows 51, I've got enough. And I just need an anemone then. Okay, then the anemone will be under here probably. There he is, the lad. It's not filled with water yet, but Shivers completes Gillian's aquarium blueprint. Pop, pop. Not bad, Shivers. You might have finished the blueprint, but we ain't done it yet, not by a long shot. Gillian's been nutty for fish ever since we was little. She loves swimming with them, keeping them as pets, even eating them. Don't no one in the world love fish as much as what she does. If you can make her happy with this aquarium, I'll be the most thankfulest geezer you ever bleeding saw in your life. In fact, I'll even give you a special present that no top builder can do without. If a reward like that don't put you in the building mood, I don't know what will. Right then, Shivers. Now we've got a tank. Next thing we need to do is fill it with water. There's something very important you need to remember first. Fish you catch from the ocean can only live in seawater, but ones you hook in lakes and rivers need regular water, understand? You got a pot for carrying water, ain't you? Well, just stand above the fish tank and dump an old load in. Should fill it up nicely. Go up to it, then I want to see that tank full of lovely fresh water. regular water now. Nice pool of it. And I scoop this up to get rid of the seawater. And then just scoop the same water that I just did, but again. There we go. I'll pour it back in, because I need to make sure this is normal water. I've always got some. Okay, and then pour it in the fish tank. Lovely. Happy now? Lovely jabbly. The tank's brimming with wet stuff now. I might have to get me one of them little pots. There's loads of different kinds of water out there. Seawater, hot water, muddy water, you name it. And each fish likes a different one. You want to remember this when you're choosing what fish to keep. If you try releasing a fish in the wrong type of water, won't nothing good happen. But enough of that. I'm more interested in why Gillian taught a builder like you how to fish. You wonder if that too, if you knew what she was like back in the day, I tell you. Truth is, that lesson from a famous family who was known for preaching the teachings of the children of Argon. I've said too much already. If Gillian catches me talking about her past, I'll be in for a right royal rollicking. Maybe another time. Besides, I think we've got more pressing matters at hand, don't you? There's just one thing left to do, and that and Gillian's aquariums will be done and dusted. Well, put the angelfish in it. Now the tank's full of water, the last thing you're left to do is stick some fish in it. You can't exactly call it an aquarium if you ain't got no fish swimming about, can you? Remember that trio of angelfish what you brought back for Cordon? Well, why don't you release them into the tank? Fish can be pretty particular when it comes to where they live. Release a fish into the wrong kind of water and it'll pop right back out. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The angelfish look right at home in there. Gillian's going to be chuffed to bits, so just know it. I ain't forgotten about your special reward, but first we've got to see how she reacts. Oh, Gillian, come and have a butcher's at this. What is it? Is the blueprint finished or something? God blimey, is this what I think it is? An aquarium, it ain't half bad for a first attempt. But it ain't exactly half good either. If you're trying to impress me, this just don't quite cut the mustard, sorry. Yeah, it's not big enough. I can tell you that. I know you went to a lot of trouble to build that aquarium, but there's something important missing, a whopper showstopper of a fish. This is your chance to show me you're a true master angler. I want you to catch a fish that'll knock me socks off. A big fish, you say? Well, I've heard of a snow-covered island where the people are locked in never-ending combat. You might be able to catch the king salmon there. A king salmon? That sounds just like the fish I'm looking for. Catch me one, will you, Josephus? If only it was that simple. You see, the spot where you can catch the king salmon ain't easy to reach by any stretch. If you need an hand, or need an in, I might be able to help. To tell the truth, I ain't never seen a king salmon. I wonder how big they are. Judging from the name alone, I'd say they're at least king size, maybe even bigger than that. Yeah, maybe not that big. They'd be cool to win us then, eh? By the way, I ain't got a clue where to fish from. You're best off asking Finn about that. Remember, just bring back one king salmon, alright? Come and ask me about where to catch a king salmon, have you? I have. That's the spirit. Now then, I've heard of a snowy island where war's been raging for as long as anyone can remember. You should be able to sail there, providing you know where it is. Anyway, on this island there's a place where an howling blizzard blows day and night, and right in the middle of the snowstorm is a river. That's where you'll catch your king salmon. If you're having trouble finding this river, keep an eye out for a bridge nearer to a tower. If you jump off the bridge, you'll land slap bang in the river you want. Alright. All you need to remember is to go to the snowy island where the fighting don't never cease. Find the river in the freezing blizzard and bring back one plump king salmon. Nope. Big boys only. But I want a normal big boy, not a big boy. Okay, he's a regular one. Okay. Still gonna fight me, but not as hard, hopefully. Yay! Okay, that's a regular king salmon. Now, either way, I have enough fish now. Okay. Hello. Crikey, that king salmon has absolutely been massive. If I'm being honest, I never in a bazillion years thought you'd actually go out and catch one. He was supposed to be my apprentice, but you're head and shoulders above me now. Happy days to have a fantastic fish like that in the tank. Gillian finally have the cork in aquarium she always dreamt of. Not quite, soz. Eh? There's just one thing that ain't quite right. One final thing you need to sort out for me. For God's sake. Why is there always one more thing with you people? It's not fucking Columbo. Let me start by saying I'm such a bit to the King's Salmon what you went in court, but it'll be the I like me aquarium, no doubt about it. Just hear me out. Have you seen the size of that thing? You can't stick a fish that big in a tiny tank. The poor blighter won't be able to swim. Well, can you guess what my final request is going to be? I want you to build an enormous aquarium, at least double the size of that one. You can put it anywhere on the island you like. Just release the King's Salmon into it when you're done. Okay. Actually, extremely reasonable. I have just the place. See, this is the game's first mistake. Leaving anything up to my discretion. Big brain move. Because I will do any old shit. It's obviously got to be rectangular. Okay. Right, then connecting glass in the middle. I might need more connecting glass, it's fine. Maybe people would get sick of hearing the same songs in Dragon Quest over and over again, but I kind of don't. I just like them. Connecting glass. I thought it was a regular block. Maybe I'm mistaken. Ow. It's gotta be. No, it's here. It's fixture. Okay. Alright. And then get the windows out. This is going to be the Salmon World Tour. Okay, here we go. And enter. Now you don't get to have two fish tanks. This is all one big fish tank, friend. Ah! No, not over the top. You asshole. Now the game doesn't know what the fuck to do. It's all my fault. There. There we go. Okay. Okay. Whew. It's a close one. There we go. Yes. Blimey, just have that King's Salmon looks right at the moment. It's new tank. You pulled a blinder there, mate. Don't know how you done it, but that Crovin's exactly like the one I've always dreamt of having. In my eyes, ain't nothing better than watching a gorgeous fish swim about happy as Larry. Cheers, Savage. You made a little girl's dreams come true. You're a legend, mate. A proper builder. And you know what? I think you've officially graduated from being my angling apprentice. I ain't got nothing more to teach you, so get out there and start fishing. The true test of your angler's instinct starts now. Who knows, you might catch the rarest fish in the ocean, or something even more massive than a king salmon. There's just one more thing. You seem like a lad who's in demand at the moment, but do us a favour, when you finish your adventures, I want to see this island of yours. Watching it build got me thinking I could do with expanding my horizons. There's a world of discovery out there waiting for me. Oh, Julian, I'm so glad to hear you say them words. I've been waiting yonks for this day to come. Well, to some man of me word, I promised you a special reward for you out. I need to load above and beyond my expectations. Here. The Thug's mug is now available at the dressing table. It's only an old spare one what I had line of that, but all the encrusted sweat, bloodstains and dried tears only add to the value. I want you to do the mass proud and boost them biceps. I expect you to go back home to this Isle of Awakening of yours and fill the gaff with spectacular aquariums. Make sure you do, because I'll be around to check one day. You completed all of Gillian and Finn's jobs. Yes. But before you head off, make sure you have a butcher's at me books and notes about fishing. They're full of all the knowledge, so you better swat up. Fine, I'll read. There's an old notebook with frolicking with fish written on it. Josephus takes a closer look. The notebook is divided into 2 chapters. Catching fish and keeping fish. Read the chapter entitled Catching Fish First. Fist? No. First. In order to enjoy fishing to the utmost degree, there are 3 main points one must come to appreciate. Firstly, and this should come as no surprise, fish can come in different sizes. Fish from the same species are categorised into 3 different sizes. Taking the humble mackerel as example, we have the regular mackerel, the big mackerel, and the whopping great mackerel. However, due to refraction phenomena at the water surface, determining the size of the fish of a certain species will be from their silhouette alone is an impossible task. Secondly, each species has carved out its own niche in the natural environment. As such, the location from which one fishes will dictate the fish one may catch. There are 5 factors that decide this. 1. There are different fish endemic to each island. For example, different species inhabit Furfield than do Crumbledon. 2. Fishing location also plays an important role. One will catch different fish when stood on rocks and when stood on sand. 3. Different water types are home to different fish. The species may catch vary between fresh water, seawater and muddy water, for example. 4. The depth of water, deep or shallow, into which one casts off will also determine the fish one may catch. 5. There also exist some unique fishing spots that rare fish are known to inhabit, the apogee of angling. Maybe like fishing in poison. Third and final point one must remember is that there are 40 species of fish in the world, 120 types and one accounts for different sizes. A builder may wish to record the fish he or she has caught in the Builderpedia. One may never know when such information could prove useful. The catching fish chapter ends there. Read the chapter entitled Keeping Fish, yes. Once one has caught a fish, the creature may be released into water and kept. By far the most important factor to consider here is the kind of water into which the fish is set free. As a general rule, a fish can only live in water that is the same as that from which they were originally caught. For example, fish caught in the ocean can only live in seawater, and fish caught in a river can only live in fresh, clean water. But one must not fear releasing a fish into the long current will cause it no harm. In fact, many species are perfectly happy swimming around in several types of water. If anyone wishes to know exactly where one's fish are, there is a method for doing so. Simply press minus, press X to access the map, and such locations will be clearly marked. Alternatively, one may also use the mini-map. This will surely come in useful for anglers with sizable fish tanks and enormous aquariums, but also those with an unreliable memory. There is one final consideration for all anglers. An island may only be home up to 50 fish at any one time. The chapter entitled Keeping Fish ends there. Josephus carefully closes the notebook. Sorry, blows, the good news for you, Josephus. We're across another island out on the waves. It's called Kurgan Lagoon, so it is. Place full of all the ocean's most magnificent materials, pieces of pillar coral and enemies, you name it. Alright, but I don't know if the way from here. If you can get to Coral Cay, maybe I can plot a course from there. Right, so we'll be all in anchor today. Gargling Lagoon is a secret place that doesn't... It's like Bamboo Bluffs. It just has other shit. So I'm guessing Coral Cay is the non-DLC bit and this is the DLC bit. So this one, and this one. Anyway, let's go to Buildertopia. Buildertopia is a place where you're free to build absolutely whatever you want. Once you choose the size and type of island, I'll scour the 11 seas for a land that fits the description. I can search for islands as many times as you like, but I'm sure you're champion at the gym to visit one right now. Tell me what kind of island you want and I'll check me charts. I want a medium... death zone. Oh, she blows. Hang on the official description. Are you ready to set sail? I am. All aboard for a trip aboard. Time to set sail. Yar. They wanted me to go here, so I'll check this. I'm guessing this is where all these people build all this stuff. Buildertopia, 7th heaven for a budding builder. Yar, we made land to Buildertopia, ahoy! If you ever feel constrained to the Isle of Awakening, you can come here and build to your heart's content. Oh dear, seahorse, just I've got to tell you something very important. Did you know you can use a residence register to move your mates from the Isle of Awakening right here, to Buildtopia? But that ain't all, your builder buddies can also join you by way of the space-time teleporter. Invite them over and you can all build together. You can think of Buildtopia as our home away from home away from home, a second Isle of Awakening if it please you. There's nothing to hold you back here. So basically I just get an entire island all to myself, seemingly with no enemies on it, which is pretty cool. That I can just use to build. So I think to unlock the epilogue, that's all I need to do is actually go to one and then leave again. But let's see what happens if I click on the space-time teleportal, because I've never actually done it, I don't think. Surface examines a strange stone carving, but nothing happens. That's because I haven't got any friends. Yeah, I will be going back, thank you. The ocean blows for sail for home, yar. All aboard for a trip aboard, time to set sail. And then if this doesn't work, I'll just look up how to find it. You know? Seems there's a letter waiting for Josephus. I knew it. Expert Joey does it again. From Molly. Josephus, I'm in need of your help, you see. I met these odd monsters who gave me a ride in their ship, but we crashed. Can you come and rescue us? The monster said this spell would help. I pray to the Master of Destruction every day they'll be able to find us. Yours expectantly, Molly. The fuck? I guess I'm gonna... Sorry. I guess I'm gonna write this down. Let me get my pen and paper out. You can hear me doing it. Right, move that out of the way. There we go. Right, so P W 4 K V M N 9 G A. So PW4 KVM N9GA. Okay, you got it. Put that down. And back. Alright, keep caps lock on. Do not O, it's a 9. Yes. Set sail using this password. The ocean blows, I think I know online the official description. Are you ready to set sail? When you travel to the islands, you stop speed the destination. You sure you want to continue? Yes. All aboard for a trip aboard. Time to set sail. Thank you, piece of paper. I always carry to write down shit in video games that tell me to write things down. Sometimes I use Notepad if I'm in windowed mode, but screw it. Food photography. We made sport of the island, just as the password from the letter worked like a charm. Ahoy! What's that over yonder? Some sort of bizarre building. No, it can't be. It's a castle of monsters. The children of Hargon live on. That letter, that password is all trapped to lure us in like moths to a siphon. But I suppose it can't hurt to take a closer look at that fort. I'll be waiting right here, ready to flee without you. Take care, Josephus. Of course you are. Fucking son of a bitch. So it's a seaside island type, but with our spaceship in the middle of it. Hello, lads. Is he ever going to show up? Hey, Hamburg, some Bolan. You saw Molly write that letter. Did she send it in the end? Smash, bush, bush, bush. Go. Hey, Josephus. Surprised to see me. I wasn't about to let you go off exploring Mysterious Island without me, so I grabbed onto the boat's stern and hitched a ride. This is the place from the letter. Come to think of it, there was something strangely familiar about that piece of paper. The smell, maybe. Look over there, those monsters. Perhaps they're looking for a fight. Uh-oh, Goomans, huh? Who's that? Josephus and Mr. Malroth's with you. Well, if it isn't Slimegus, Hamburg and Zumbolin. Fancy seeing you lot here. Good to see you too, Mr. Malroth. We can have a proper catch-up later. There's a few folk I'd like to introduce you to first. Oh, you lot, we've got visitors, don't be rude. Come and greet our guests. Does my eye deceive me, Josephus? Is it really you? Well, this is the turn up for the books. We were really thick about you. I had a feeling in my bones we hadn't seen the last of you. The Ark splat landed right on Skalcatraz. Can you believe it? We decided to team up with the goo monsters from Malhalla to try to find you. That was certainly no simple task. You can't possibly imagine all the difficulties we had gone through to get here. Trials and tribulations galore. You're spot on there. If we got trapped in the world between worlds, we were attacked by the most horrific creature I've ever laid my eye sockets upon. You should have seen the damage it caused. We were able to make some on-the-spot repairs, but we didn't stay airborne for much longer, so we came to a stop here. We tried our best to build like you did back in Malhalla, but no bones about it. But it wasn't enough. It made me realize just how talented a builder you are. But enough of our wretched mishaps. I'm eager for Josephus to regale us with tales of his rip-roaring adventures since we said our farewells on Malhalla. Yes, tell us what became of Hargon after the destruction. Is Josephus going to tell us the story? I like stories. I want to hear the story. Supplies? Turns out Hamburg's here brain wasn't complete sludge after all. We had a lot of slime on our hands in the void, so I taught him how to speak. I have many things to tell you too, and I want to see your island. You look like you have something to say. Josephus, spit it out, child. I see. So you wish to know where Captain Whitebones and Anna Splottle are? I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, my friend. They were cast from the Ark when that abominable fiend attacked us in the void. They've not been seen or heard since. Oh, I jest. They're both alive and well, I assure you. I haven't seen them for a little while, mind you. They must be off chewing the fat somewhere or other. Are you sure Josephus is going to like this? I mean, it really reeks and it's slimier than, well, me. Don't worry, you can't go wrong with this stuff. Builders eat it for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Huh? Who's there? You came back. I can't believe it. Builder, is it really you? It's so great to finally see you again after all this slime, Josephus. I just always knew this day would come. I thought you'd show up sooner or later, Builder. In fact, I've been a right busybones putting together a little gift in anticipation of this very moment. Here. Thank you. Okay, you don't have to hide your joy from me, lad. Anyway, it's good to have you back. I couldn't agree more. It feels like forever since we last saw each other. So if he's the captain, that must mean you're Splottle. How do you know my name? We've never even been introduced. Oh, I know the names of each and every one of you. That's Griswold over there. He's Grenville, and she's Helen. Josephus, I've been meaning to ask you about him. How did this hooligan end up in your company? I always assumed you had better taste in people. I beg your pardon, this must be some sort of jape. Do you mean to tell me that ruffian is Malroth, our Lord and Master of Destruction? Yeah, that's me. I know all about you lot. After all the stories Josephus told me, it was pretty easy to put names to faces. Thanks for looking out for him back on Malhalla, by the way. I hate to think where we'd be right now if it wasn't for your help. Lord Malroth, we're not worthy of such praise. Please forgive my insolence, almighty Master, but the truth is that Josephus is the one who helped us, not the other way around. My lord, I beg of you, please see it in the blackest corner of your heart to excuse my paucity of manners before. You're neither a hooligan nor a ruffian. Don't worry, I took it as a compliment. Anyway, what's got into you lot? You're acting really weird all of a sudden. Cut it out. Don't be so hard on the Malroth, dear. You're the Master of Destruction, remember? They're God. They're just a little starstruck, that's all. But well, Bill, I'm just happy you're finally reunited with your friend. I suppose this means you kept the promise you made to him. I suppose it's about time we went back to the Isle of Awakening. Your monsters are coming too. We'll take you all in. That's all right with you, isn't it, Josephus? Hell yeah. Really? That's super-duper news. Thanks, Josephus. Thanks, Malroth. We can all live together on your island. Well, it's settled then. I'll head back first and let Lulu and the others know that a boatload of monsters is on the way. See you later, Josephus. Take your time and catch up with these guys. We'll be waiting when you return home. Yeah, he's your god. Don't worry about it. So that was the Master of Destruction. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but that certainly wasn't it. I heard the Master danced in a pumpkin mask and performed some sort of muscle-pumping ritual. Are they really the same person? He said my name. He said my name. Josephus, I fear I infuriated Malroth with my ill-mannered remarks before. Will our Lord and Master truly overlook my transgression? Yeah, he's fine. He will reduce me to ash, you say? Then our union will be but a fleeting one, just as I hex upon my foolish tongue. Where's Ebony, Ammon, and Jackson, you ask? They desperately wanted to see you. They waited as long as they possibly could for you to appear. But with no guarantee you'd show up, they headed out to provide counsel to any lost monsters they come across. They felt that was their duty as Cardinal Cardinals. You didn't go with them, though, did you, Helen? You decided to shirk your responsibility and wait for Josephus instead. Spread not such fulsome lies, puny slime. I shirked nothing. I'm merely entrusted the most loyal monsters here with an important task, no more, no less. I understand that you're worried about your friends, Josephus, but you needn't be. Those are tough cookies. I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine. Right then, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm itching to set my foot bones on the Builder's Island. It's like my dreams are finally about to come true. Perhaps you should go back home first, and we'll wait here for you to invite us over with the Residence Register. It's finally time for us all to live together. Goodbye for now, Josephus. I suppose the next time we'll see you will be on your island. Yes. You can now invite your monster mates to your island using the Residence Register. And that's it. That's the epilogue. And so, with that, although this is a very short episode, this is the end of the game. I'm done. Everything there is to do. All the tablet targets. I mean, I could do, you know, unlock every single item and all that, but that's just more busy work. That's stuff you do when you're super bored and you want to spend 8 hours unlocking shit. I don't. I've had my fill. The puppy quest took it all out of me, but I think the game is really worth playing. I don't think it's worth doing all the tablet targets. I think playing through the main story is enough, but you can have a good time with that. And maybe on the PC version, if they fix the frame rate issues that they had, where it still sometimes goes to 30 FPS for no reason, because the PC can handle 60 all the time. That would be the best version to play, probably, if they can do that, where it's 60 FPS the whole time. But yeah, I am completely donezo. So I'll see you guys next time, when we move on to something very different once again. Goodbye.